2015 Annual State of Corruption Report. The cost of corruption on the economy, politics, and service delivery in Zimbabwe, 2000 to 2015. Corruption in Zimbabwe is a topical developmental, economic, and governance policy issue. It is directly related to key challenges that Zimbabwe continues to face. These challenges include unemployment, poverty, capital flight, deindustrialization, low investment rates, poor social service delivery, political anger, violence, and civic protest. This presentation introduces you to the findings of the 2015 Annual State of Corruption Report by Transparency International Zimbabwe. The report, entitled Political Economy of Corruption and the Battle for Accountability in Zimbabwe, explored the cumulative cost of corruption on three key governance sectors: economics, politics, social service delivery, from the year 2000 to 2015. The Shona adage, "Mbudzi inodyira payakasungirwa," meaning a goat grazes from where it is tied, has become everyday language. Corruption in Zimbabwe has reached endemic levels. Zimbabwe continues to score badly on the Corruption Perception Index, and in comparison to its neighbors, such as Botswana. In 2014, the National Corruption Barometer by TIZ and the 2015 Afrobarometer corroborated that corruption is on the increase in Zimbabwe. A majority of citizens, in the range of 68 to 74% in Zimbabwe, believe that corruption is on the increase, with bribery being the common form of corruption that citizens experience and relate to within their day-to-day lives when interacting with public institutions. Zimbabwe also performs well below the regional average on the 2015 Heritage Foundation Index of Economic Freedom, especially in terms of freedom from corruption, ranking at 21 out of 100 and is placed at the bottom of the regional rankings. The country also performs extremely poorly in all 6 governance areas assessed by the 2013 World Bank Worldwide Governance Indicators, scoring 2.87 on a 0 to 100 scale in terms of freedom from corruption, 2.37 in terms of rule of law, 2.39 in terms of regulatory quality, 12.92 in terms of government effectiveness, 9.95 in terms of voice and accountability, and finally 24.17 in terms of political stability and absence of violence. The most prevalent forms of corruption in Zimbabwe are at the grand and petty levels. Grand corruption typically takes place at the top levels of the public sphere and the senior management levels in business, where policies and rules are formulated and executive decisions are made. It also often involves large sums of money. The majority of perpetrators of grand corruption in Zimbabwe are political actors with political backing and influence. Grand corruption is best understood from the context of factional and predatory politics. Due to factional fighting in Zimbabwe's ruling party, ZANU-PF, a series of scandals have been exposed by political players to discredit one another. These scandals and allegations have only surfaced as a result of political infighting. In most of the grand corruption scandal cases, the alleged actors are rarely prosecuted. On the other hand, petty corruption refers to everyday abuse of entrusted power by low and mid-level public officials in their interactions with ordinary citizens trying to access basic goods or services from hospitals, schools, police departments, and other agencies. Bribery is the main form through which petty corruption manifests in Zimbabwe. An analysis of bribery